Yo, it's your boy Marty here, and today is the very first episode of What in the VR podcast. So this is a new podcast that I'm starting up just as I think it'd be something fun to do, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it. This is kind of a VR podcast where we talk about like VR news and just kind of have fun opinions about things and talk about everything VR. So the general format of the show would just be me talking over pretty much some gameplay in the background. In the future, it may change, different formats so that people find it more engaging. Maybe we'll actually do a podcast in VR. That might be kind of cool, or we might do it live or something like that. But to just start off, we're gonna go over some news, and then we're gonna have a little fun towards the end, just kind of talking about some things, and people want to chime in, they can in the comments below, because I'll probably post this to YouTube. So, all right, first bit of news. So, B Haptics has announced pre-orders for the TAC Suit X series, which is it's a haptic feedback suit. So if you get shot in like I guess like Pavlov or any other like FPS game, or I think it even works with Half-Life Alyx. I might be wrong, but if you must come into contact with any other entity in VR, you can feel it in the suit, and the price is $299. That is a crazy price for that type of technology. So that has been announced. I think they'll be coming soon. I didn't get a date, but pre-orders are out. So if you want a haptic feedback suit and you have an extra $299 to spend during a pandemic, you can. So make sure you guys check that out. I really want one. I'm not gonna lie, but I kind of already spent money on the PS5, so I'm not gonna do it. So next piece of news: Vertigo Games has announced that the VR co-op shooter After the Fall has been delayed to 2021. So we won't see that thing until next year. It's the same studio design that built Arizona Sunshine, and mostly the delays were because of COVID and all that other stuff, which I expected because they've been really quiet about that game. So I was like, yeah, more than likely, and I think they're a smaller studio, it's gonna be pushed back. So hopefully that has a good launch in 2021. I think a lot of VR games that were gonna come out this time of the year got pushed back to 2021. And I hate that happened because we kind of needed some more stuff to kind of go with the Quest 2 and the HP Reverb G2 launch. So yeah, sucks. That sucks. But on to the next news. Oculus Quest 2 face pad cover is now available from VR Cover. VR Cover makes a lot of very comfortable facial interfaces for VR headsets. And so if you have a Quest 2 and you want to get a more comfortable facial interface, because the one that comes with the Quest is very, 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 very uncomfortable, you can do that now. Just gotta go there and make sure you have your notifications turned on for the site, because those things sell out quick. I think they update every day at certain times, and then people go and buy them. You can go and buy them. So make sure you have your email set up. Make sure you check in that site. They are selling Quest 2 face pad covers now, so make sure you go and get those. Now let's talk about something that has been on the back of my mind since I ordered it. The HP Reverb G2. So the HP Reverb G2 is HP's new VR headset. It's a PC VR headset, so it's not standalone like the Oculus, but it is very powerful. It's a very powerful headset that has very high fidelity in terms of like visuals. So those are starting to get shipped now. I think people in the UK and Australia have gotten them already. Not gonna lie, HP has kind of been inconsistent with communication concerning the shipping dates. When I originally ordered it, it just said the fall, and I would get it in sometime in November or December. Some people got just December or by the end of December. So at least people in the HP Reverb G2 subreddit are looking kind of funny at HP right now, because there's not been clear communication with the buyers, and they're going through like this third party called Connection, and nobody really knows about them. So it's a little sketchy. It's a little sketchy, not gonna lie. But I think everything will be fine. I think eventually I'll get it. Hopefully I get it before the end of 2020. I will hope, I pray that it does not come like during Christmas week because I'll be out of town. But that's my issue. Hopefully, we all can get it by mid-December, late December. But yeah, hopefully that works out. All right, next piece of news. The new Medal of Honor trailer has dropped, and it shows the true World War II stories of actual veterans. So, actual World War II veterans had a lot of interviews and did a lot of commentary, just talking about their experiences and what they went through during the World War II. It's a really interesting watch. I recommend you guys go watch it. No, so also concerning the Medal of Honor, people have been asking, so is it gonna get a Quest 2 version? Because that seems to be the general trend with a lot of VR games is that they come out on they're announced for PC VR, but they usually get a Quest standalone game also. So they're saying that Respawn that who's the developer behind Medal of Honor, they said they're gonna try to get it out, but they probably are gonna get it out. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of the games gonna have to change graphically to fit on the Quest 2 because while the Quest 2 is a powerful piece of hardware, it is also weaker than a PC. So um, hopefully we see that on the Quest 2. I like to have that standalone experience with that, even though I use virtual desktop, but just on the Quest if I want to take a go. All right, so let's get into some deals. So we have some good deals this week. We have a humble fall VR bundle from Humble Bundle. So if you guys use Humble Bundle, they have bundles every week. You go, you can pay certain tiers and unlock certain things. But this bundle is special because it's a full VR bundle with actual good games. So it includes the following games: Atex Cybernetic, Archangel Hellfire, which is like this mech game, really cool. Healing Floor Incursion, which I have to try out. Raw Data, which is really fun. I Expect You to Die. That's the name of the game. Creed, the Creed game, the Creed boxing game, and Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Also, Zero Caliber VR. That is a fire lineup for $17 because most of these games are gonna cost you like $20 regular price. So I bought the bundle this week and I played Raw Data, Atex Cybernetic, and Archangel Hellfire. Raw Data and Archangel are really good. I really enjoy them. They're really cool. Just kind of shooters. I didn't really like Apex Cybernetic, but it's because I can tell it's kind of an older VR game. It's not a bad game. I couldn't do it after playing like games like Half-Life Alyx and Walking Dead Saints and Sinner. So I haven't played I Expect You to Die. I have played the Creed game. That is a good workout game. It's a good boxing game. It's really fun. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is probably the funnest zombie game I played in VR, just because of the interaction with the zombies, the weapons, the story, the atmosphere of the game. Um, I definitely recommend that bundle, especially for $17. And we're not even talking about Zero Caliber VR, which is like one of my favorite my favorite VR FPS games. That game is fire. That's the game I usually play on stream because it's just a easy like sit back Call of Duty type PvE type game. Next we have Agony. So Agony is a horror game that is getting a VR version. I don't understand why, to be honest, because that game was a flop. Hopefully the VR version is better. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm not really dismissing it. This is a pretty meh game, like I mentioned earlier. Hopefully, something good comes out of that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So it is getting the VR version. Yeah, moving on. Contractors VR is also coming to the Oculus Quest early next month. So early December, we're getting Contractors VR. So this is gonna support crossplay between PC VR and the Quest 2. Owners of the Rift version on the Oculus Store will be able to download the Quest version at launch for no additional price. So that's really cool. That's really awesome of the devs to do, because they could have been greedy and said you got to buy it again. Like some devs we won't mention today. But yeah, so if you like Contractors on the Rift or PC VR, it's coming to the Quest, so that's gonna be fun. According to the developers at Caveman Studio, Contractors on Quest will also include brand new character models, casual and competitive game modes, offline play, co-op missions, and over 30 weapons. Eesh, that's crazy. That's a lot of content right there. And there's also a trailer. You just look it up. You can check it out if you want, if you're interested in that. It looks like a decent upgrade and well, a decent, well, not even downgrade, but it looks like it ported nicely. From what I saw, you can tell they took out some things, but it's obviously gonna be that way since it's on the Quest 2, or the Quest headsets, which are weaker than the PC. They're like a 2070, So not surprised by the somewhat downgrade graphically, but it still looks good. Like a lot of Quest games, Quest 2 games that get ported over, they still look good. All right, so moving on to PSVR. So PSVR has been kind of getting some weird mixed signals, or PSVR owners have been getting weird mixed signals from Sony concerning the future. Uh, there it's kind of, this is a strange situation. Okay, so the PSVR games aren't native to the PS5. They are backwards compatible, but they're technically not gonna be upgraded or anything for the PS5, which I think is very strange because it seems like, I guess, a waste. But if you have a PSVR and you're looking for and you get the PS5, make sure that you get the free camera adapter from Sony. You just have to go on their site and order it. It's free, like I said. So make sure you get it if you want to play your PSVR on the PS5. Uh, like I said before, the PSVR games are PS4 games still, but they are backwards compatible, so you can still use your VR headset with the PlayStation 5. You just got to make sure everything is set up. So, is there going to be a PSVR 2 for the PS5? At this point, Sony kind of doesn't know. They're kind of up in the air about it, like whether they want to continue developing that or just kind of leaving it alone. Hopefully, they move on with it because I would love to see the console market get more into VR. I feel like Microsoft kind of dropped the ball with the AR VR market with the Kinect, just kind of forcing it on people. But Sony definitely has something special with the PSVR. I like seeing people use it because it just seems like very fun. It's not as I don't want to say it, this is kind of divisive, but it's not as crazy as the Oculus Quest or like any PC VR, but it's still a good deal for a console gamer. So yeah, if you have a PSVR, hopefully Sony announces something in the next year or so. Maybe, maybe not. There've been whispers about it, rumors. We're gonna see. All right, so let's talk about Facebook. So Facebook has introduced accessibility VR checks for inclusivity on the Quest and the Rift. So if you're a developer, you're developing any type of games for the Quest 2 or the Quest or the Rift S, there's certain checks or certain things that your game is going to be required to have for not disabled people, but people who might need accessibility options, let's put it like that. So for somebody's colorblind, you're gonna need some colorblind things that help people with colorblindness, pretty much. So certain things like that. Also, another thing that they want added is if someone is wheelchair bound, you must have a way for them to use locomotion. I have heard from a lot of wheelchair bound VR users that moving around is one of the hardest things in VR for them, which makes sense because uh, if you have the ability to move around, using free locomotion, then the game is going to be a lot different for someone than if someone has than if someone doesn't have the access. That was really hard to get through. I was trying to be respectful, but excuse me on that. But I like this because I do think that VR is definitely going to be a lot easier to access for a lot of gamers who may need accessibility checks or accessibility options in their games. So that's really great. I'm glad that Facebook kind of doubled down on that because I saw on the subreddits that a lot of people who needed those options didn't have them in a lot of games. So I definitely hope that developers push towards making that part of every VR game because that community deserves it. All right, so let's talk about casting on the Oculus Quest. So they updated the Quest stream mode to be easier. So before, what I was doing to cast my headset to my PC, I was using the Oculus Developer Hub, and I was connecting it over Wi-Fi to also get the audio. But with doing that, there is also a slight delay in the audio, but it works. So what Oculus has done now is made it a lot easier. So all you have to do now is just go to this website. Go to now the website here. Go to www.oculus.com/casting, and this will allow you to pretty much connect to your headset over Wi-Fi. So you have to go inside your put on your VR headset, go to the sharing options, and go to cast, and then you can select your computer, and it will display it in the window on the website. So it's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's really cool. It's really lightweight. It doesn't require you to download the Oculus Developer Hub, and I like that. So it made it a lot more accessible. You will need a Facebook account to sign in, but it's Facebook, it's Oculus. It's kind of be expected for you to have a Facebook account. But yeah, if you need to stream or anything like that, what I would recommend doing is just doing the casting, the website, full screening it, then the capturing that window in OBS or Slobs or whatever you use, Stream Elements or whatever. So yeah. Also, they announced is next year the mobile app is getting a spectator mode, giving you a third-person view where you can control the camera angle. That is insane. So it's gonna be like if I'm playing Beat Saber, and maybe I have like an avatar or something like that. You can see my avatar probably from a bird's eye view. That's crazy. I wonder if it's gonna work for like other games like Arizona Sunshine and other VR titles where I'm trying to think what other game could that work in? Maybe like Breed. You can see somebody boxing from third person. That'd be kind of cool. Um, so this also will require developer implementation, so it'll be only supported by some apps. So some developers might not do it, but others might. I'm hoping that like the zombies genre of VR game devs kind of makes that an option, because I would love to watch somebody else play Arizona Sunshine or The Walking Dead VR, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners from a third person view. That'd be really, really cool. What else we got? So next thing is back to Microsoft slash HP and the HP Reverb G2 and other Windows mixed reality headsets. So something update they just got for the HP Reverb G2 owners and the other WMR headset owners is that the visual fidelity was in. There was an update for visual fidelity for pretty much making the visuals look better for the headsets. So what they improved was corrections for chromatic aberration and light leakage. There are comparison pictures online if you want to see the difference between the two, or difference between the before and the after, but it's a lot better. Let me see, I have some other notes here detailing that. It would also be applied to the Samsung Odyssey Plus and the original HP Reverb. So if you have those headsets, you're good. You can get those updates to make your headset appear better, or the visuals in your headset appear better. It says that the team spent considerable time improving our approach to reducing chromatic aberration, resulting in a new algorithm that makes corrections to the image and results in a cleaner view when viewed through headset lenses. Okay, so pretty much what that means is like it's kind of making those lines more defined in the headset and making the colors not as pixelated when you view them. So if you go on the website, if you go to Upload VR and find the article about Microsoft improving visual fidelity, you'll see what I'm talking about. I may put a picture up, I may not, but it depends on how much time I got to edit. But moving on to pretty much some of the more latest news. Sam and Max VR has confirmed that they will be making a VR game. So I know a lot of people have played Sam & Max before. I never played it, but I've heard of it. But they have announced a VR game. So if you enjoy the Sam & Max series, make sure you go and support that. They have a Quest version also confirmed. So hopefully it comes to PC VR. 'Cause I think as of right now it's just Quest. Hopefully, I hope that they make that a PC game, PC VR game too, because the PC VR market honestly kind of has suffered from the Quest, from the standalone, from really the Quest and the Quest 2's success. A lot of the game developers are like really just developing for Quest games now, and kind of the PC VR market is left out. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, I had to drink a swig of water, but yeah, that's been confirmed. So if you like Sam & Max, you got a game coming. And if you have a Quest 2 or Quest, yay. Also, for our favorite VR game, Half-Life Alyx has gotten a update with 3+ hours of developer commentary featuring the awesome and cool Gabe Newell. I need to check that out, but if you have not beaten the game, do not do the developer commentary because you will get spoiled. So if you haven't beat the game first, which I haven't, and then go back and listen to the developer commentary. I heard there's some really good stuff in there. So let's see. Ooh, and my favorite horror game right now, Phasmophobia, has gotten a new prison level. I have not played Phasmophobia in VR, but that's because I am scared. It's scary enough flat, but they have gotten a new update. So if you like Phasmophobia, make sure you check out the new prison level. I don't know if it's been released yet to the wild, but um, actually, it's the levels in development. It hasn't been released yet. I can't wait until that's released. Dang man, I wanted that. But Phasmophobia has seen a lot of success this past month, and especially in September and October, and it's made it into the Steam Top 20 new releases list for September, which is a really big month for games. I forgot what else came out then, but it's rare that a new game like this comes and just blows everything out the water. Because that game is terrifying. But got that from Upload VR. Make sure you check out Upload VR. They have really good news. I go for them for all my VR news. But um, check out Phasmophobia. It's a really fun game. I've been streaming it on Twitch like crazy these last few weeks, and I think a lot of horror people, a lot of horror VR fans will really love that game. So let's talk about, because we're at kind of the end of the news, so let's talk about other stuff like fun stuff. Let's talk about uh like our favorite things about VR. What's your favorite thing about VR? So I'm gonna go first because obviously I'm talking. So my favorite thing about VR is the immersion. So when I'm playing like Half-Life Alyx, or when I was playing Raw Data, or Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, or Serial Caliber, certain games can put you into this, I guess, trance where you just kind of feel like you're in there. Like when you're watching those head crabs like move around into Half-Life Alyx, and you see one jump at you, and you almost feel something hit you, but obviously nothing hits you because you're in the game. But you jump back like something hit you, and that's something I have a problem with, because like I'll play Half-Life Alyx, and a head crab will jump at me, which is freaking terrifying because they have like a mouth like under. If you play the game, you've seen a head crab, but um, the immersion of a well-built VR game is amazing. When you're playing Creed and you get into a boxing match and you're meeting up, what's his name, Ivan Drago, when you're punching Drago in the face, or you're fighting Rocky, and you get into the movement of the game and you kind of just get lost into it. That's one of my favorite things about VR. I love the immersion. I, honestly, I pray that one day VR gets to the point where we can get fully immersed. Not like what's that anime called? Dang, what's that anime? the anime people hate. Main character Kirito, um, Sword Art Online. There we go. Got it. Sword Art Online. Kind of like something like that. Like where you just kind of immersed into this full virtual reality experience, and the only way for you to no, let me not say that because I don't want to get trapped in the game. But something like that, something cool like that, like a game where you can feel everything that happens in the game, just not to the point where it's deadly, but to the point where if somebody grabs your shoulder, you can feel it, or if you get shot in the back, you can feel the feedback and stuff like that. Like a VR suit, that'd be kind of cool to have like a whole VR suit because I've gotten shot in the back so many times playing VR, and I didn't know what was going on until I just saw like a damage indicator, and I just happened to turn around and see, oh, there's this 8 foot tall thing with a gun shooting at me, like, and so that's one of my main things I want to see, or one of my main loves of VR. So a little bit more about me, because you're probably like, why am I listening to this guy? If you're at this point in the video, I love you, but you're probably listening to this guy like, why does he like, why is he doing a VR channel? So I see VR as an unexplored territory, kind of like a new frontier of just content and just gaming. Because I've been a gamer for probably since I was four, maybe 4 or 5. So I've been gaming for a long time. Started on like Nintendo, PS2, 98 baby type games. But just the idea of full immersion into a video game is something that I just want to see one day. And so hopefully, just with the support of VR and things like that, we can get there. But also, for the future of the channel, I do have a HP Reverb G2, like I mentioned, coming later on, either this month or next month. So I will be doing like a review on that. I just put out a PS5 review, so I might, if you want it, I'll put up some PS5 gameplay and or maybe like a video about Demon Souls or something. I'll put up something. But uh, this channel is going to be primarily focused on VR. If you have any critiques or anything like that of any of my content, please put it in the comments. I look for that type of stuff. It's needed to make a better YouTube channel. This is my first podcast, so eventually I will get better at speaking publicly and just kind of formatting a better show for you guys. But right now, this is what we got. I'll make sure every episode is better. Stick with me. But if you enjoyed the podcast, oh wait, no, we can't do that yet. I gotta talk about my VR game of the week. So that's something I also want to mention. So my VR game of the week is Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. So I did a review for this game, or first impressions for this game, about a few weeks ago. But this has become one of my favorite VR games ever. Just the full survival aspect of the game, the zombies themselves. Stabbing a zombie or chopping a zombie's head off is very satisfying. It shouldn't be that satisfying, but it is. And I feel like it's just a work of love. Like, developers really put love into that game, and you can feel it when you play it. It's an amazing experience. I recommend anybody go play it or buy it from the Humble Bundle, because I feel like every VR gamer should have that experience, just playing around with zombies and feeling the fear feeling the tension of when you're faced by like 10 zombies and all you got is 2 bullets left and a shiv and you're low on stamina. So that game has just a beautiful, it doesn't miss. I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't really miss. The flashlight mechanic is cool. I love the crafting. I like just to go around the world having random encounters, finding random survivors. The combat is combat even against other humans is cool. The bow, the shotgun, the weapons. Oh my god, it's a work of art. It's a beautiful game. I haven't played Walking Dead Onslaught, but I've heard that it's kind of boo boo, so I'm not gonna try that until they fix it. I refuse to waste money on games, especially on VR games, because I feel like a lot of VR games are priced to the point where it's a ripoff. Some VR games should not be as high as they are. Like, especially the wave shooter ones, they shouldn't be $40. Like, yeah, it's a good game. It's a decent wave shooter, but like if it was a flat game, it would be trash. It's only good. Some VR games are only good because they're VR games, and I feel like developers kind of prey on that. So like, if your game is like $40 or $50, and I wouldn't even play it if it was flat and it barely has any interesting VR mechanics, you can kiss your chances of me playing that game goodbye. So like just stuff like that, I turn away from. So when I buy VR games, I'm really anal about it because I just want to make sure I'm getting a good game for a good price. Like I bought Fallout 4 VR, and it's a terrible experience. That game is built on graham crackers. It's built on like on noodles. Like it's bad. It's such a good thing. It was supposed to be such a good thing, but Bethesda effed it up. They effed it up so bad, like they always did with all the games. And I'm just mad they just didn't, I don't know, put more development time or support it more, something, fix the game. Like that's one thing I hate about Bethesda. They never fix their goddamn games, even years after they're released. New Vegas, which was released in like a long time ago, still has bugs. Fallout 3 still has bugs. Fallout 4 still has bugs. Fallout 76 still has bugs. Like, but anyway, besides the point. Walking Dead takes a center. So it's an amazing experience. I would employ anybody who's listening to my voice right now. Go get it for $17 because you get, if you even if you don't like it, you get 7 other games which are really cool. I didn't like A-Tech, but you might like it. So yeah. So yeah, that's the podcast. That's the first episode of What in the VR podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, also Twitch. I live stream VR games a lot. And that's really mostly what I live stream, other than like a random variety of other games I play. But come subscribe, or come follow at twitch.tv/MartyDude15. We have a lot of fun on stream. I would love to get more VR people in my streams, because right now I just have kind of non-VR people and they really don't get it, but they kind of mess with it because I mess with it. But please come out to the streams. If you have any comments, if you want to, please comment. If you have any comments, put them below in the YouTube thing. But yeah, first episode done. I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.